Hello everyone, great to have your company on Kalkine TV. I'm James Preston and you're watching the Buzzing Trends live from Sydney, and in today's show we're focusing squarely on Woolworths Group and the company's performance during the most challenging COVID quarter. Woolworths Group Limited announced today that its sales rose by 7.8% in the first quarter as people stocked up on food during the coronavirus lockdowns. Australia's largest supermarket chain said that the total group sales from continuing operations came in at 16.07 billion Aussie dollars in the first quarter, an increase from 14.91 billion a year ago in the corresponding quarter. According to Woolworths, the first quarter of the financial year for 2022 was the most challenging COVID quarter to date, as lockdowns disrupted the supply chain and stores in Victoria and New South Wales. However, overall, extended lockdowns benefited the company's food business as customers consumed more at home. It resulted in the company's Australian food sales growing by 3.9% and New Zealand food sales rising by 9.7% during the quarter under review. Woolworths reported record eCommerce sales penetration of 12.4%. The group e-commerce sales, which were reported to be 53.5% higher, were a major factor behind its stellar performance during COVID-inflicted times. Another factor that helped Woolworths during the period was its recent acquisition of food services division, PFD, which ultimately led to the group's B2B food segment sales more than tripling. On the other hand, Woolworths retail affiliate Big W saw its sales fall by 17.5% due to store closures and trading restrictions. Big W's upcoming financial results will be highly dependent on the Christmas period on account of recent closures and restrictions. In October, Australian food sales have slowed down as New South Wales lockdowns were eased along with restrictions, but conversely, Big W sales have also improved as Greater Sydney stores reopened. The company has also been compensating eligible staff with an ex gratia payment of $2,500 plus superannuation as a gesture of gratitude for their efforts during the pandemic, with Woolworths workers deemed essential throughout the lockdowns. Woolworths Chief Executive Bradford Banducci outlined that the retail giant had recently emerged from its toughest quarter of COVID-19, with challenges in staffing stores amid rising cases compounded by supply chain disruptions that are adding to concerns about rising inflation. It's anticipated that vaccination rates should help suppress cases and ease Woolworths staffing issues. In other news, Australians will soon be able to test themselves for COVID-19 at home with rapid testing kits available in supermarkets. Supermarket giants Coles and Woolworths will sell the Chinese-manufactured Ho Pharma COVID antigen nasal test for at-home use as soon as next week. The 15-minute turnaround kits are one of the 8 rapid antigen tests approved for use in Australia by the Therapeutic and Goods Administration. Woolworths Group has also announced it will introduce a new requirement for Australian team members to be vaccinated against COVID-19 in the coming months. The policy is intended to strengthen Woolworths Group's workplace health and safety settings as the nation moves to the next phase of the pandemic and various states and territories begin removing COVID-19 restrictions altogether. It will apply group-wide cover for Australian team members working in stores, distribution and also online fulfilment centres and support offices. And lastly, in terms of market performance, Woolworths stock is trading at $38.86 today. Over the past 12 months, Woolworths shares have gained more than 24% and are up over 19% year to date. Alright, well that's all for now. Stay tuned to Kalkine TV for the latest market updates, business news and exclusive interviews. I'm James Preston, signing off for now.